Hi Earth signs, it's Oracle Anie. Don't mind this, my cat was playing. um, and, well, the claws, the joys of having a cat. Okay, so for this video, I am going to do I'm going to do a prediction reading for you guys for now until the end of the year. So that's October, November, and December. And I'm going to be using the tea leaf fortune cards that look like this. And I am going to do a reading for Taurus, a reading for Capricorn, and a reading for Virgo in this video. And the way that this is going to work is that I'm going to pull from the bag of cards 4 cards for each month, and then I'm going to read each month for each sign individually, and then when all the cards are facing up for your sign, I will see if there are any connections from month to month, or if there's any kind of progressive story that I see in the cards for you guys. Let me see. Okay, I think this lighting looks better because there aren't so many highlights in this last row. All right. So, what air sign would I like to start with? Okay, Taurus, you're coming up first, so let's start with you. And again, my name is Oracle Anie, and I'm a psychic and spiritual advisor. So, before I start, I don't offer personal prediction readings anymore. So this is my way of sharing any messages with you guys in this kind of free format, okay? All right, okay. So Taurus, let's see. Well, first of all, let's shake your back. Shake, shake, shake. No. Let's, okay. So let's see. Taurus, October 2023. So basically what I'm doing here is that I'm touching all the cards and I'm waiting to see what my hands stick to, and then that's how I pick these cards. Like there's like it's almost like a magnetic attraction to the card. Taurus, November 2023. Taurus, December 2023. I'm going to speed it up now. Taurus, October 2023. Interesting. Taurus in November. Okay, Taurus, so let's see what you have for October. I will say right now that as I did the last two for December, I kept, even though I kept thinking 2023, um, I almost wanted to say 2022 as well. So let's see. I just wanted to put that out there for whatever reason. Okay, so for October, you have the key, successful, let's see, successful outcome to your problems. That's great. The astral house, you have happiness. Wonderful. You have the scales. Keep your life in balance. And you have box. You will receive a gift. Oh, wow. I mean, so far, you have the best October of the other signs. I haven't done Virgo or Capricorn yet because you're the first one in the Earth group. But so far, you have the best October. um, so, okay. I mean, what can I say? It looks like a super positive month, right? You have happiness, you have a resolution to your problems. The key often indicates receiving key information that leads you to solve the problem. So if there was anything that you didn't know or any kind of information that was hidden from you, or that was just kind of escaping you in order to solve a problem, this key here indicates that that information is coming in order to help you solve that problem. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back after that interruption. All right, so I was saying that the key has to do with information that can be helpful towards the resolution of whatever problem you have. Now, I was thinking that it's possible that the way the cat came in and needed my attention as I was saying that could be an indication of somebody who keeps interrupting you from like anytime you get close to this information. So I do want to put that out there just in case it's one of those like bigger, deeper signs that could be easily mistaken for a coincidence. Okay? So the happiness card is just that. It is happiness. This could be happiness for you, for your environment, for your family, for your friends. It is just tapping into that bliss of being alive. Okay? And with the scales here, keep your life in balance. This does remind me of, the not just focusing on the bad things in life, remembering that there's also good, and to keep a balanced perspective about everything that you see, right? Whether that's finding the silver lining in a bad situation, or that is seeing the reality of what seems to be a happy situation, right? No, I thought I had a saying for this, but I don't. The box, you will receive a gift. Now, let's see, where does this box go with? I see the box going with happiness. So, yeah, this could be a gift that makes you very happy. Um, you're Taurus, so your birthday's not in October. Um, hmm, hmm. And I mean, this is just a logical connection. It's not an intuitive connection. But the key opens the box. And I mean, not this box, but it can open the box, right? And I wonder if the gift in this box uh, has some sort of information on it. You know what I mean? Like, a gift can be a material object, but it can also be a type of information. It could be a clue, it could be a lead. And I think this is very exciting. And I really hope that you tell me in the comments what is happening. Okay, let's see what's going on for November. The skull. Hidden secrets may harm you, can harm you. Okay. The crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Honor and respect will come to you. Okay. Younger woman. Dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Vine. Seek out information that will help you. So what was I saying about the key, right? The key is about information, and here we have the vine confirming, seek out information that will help you. Okay. So how do I want to connect these? I mean, I do see the vine and the skull going together. So seeking out information that will help you, seeking out information that can reveal these secrets. Because sometimes, so let's see, like about secrets. What do I want to say? Is there anything that I'd like to say about the secrets? I wanted to say something like sometimes people keep secrets from us because they think that they're doing us a favor. Um, but sometimes it goes, they keep the secret for so long that A, they forget that they had the secret to begin with, or it begins to negatively affect us because then we don't have the full picture of the situation. And it's like trying to solve a math problem where you're missing most of the information that you need to resolve it. You can only resolve something with the information that's presented to you. And if one of those things is not there, it almost makes it impossible. And I'm almost seeing this vision of trying to figure out this math problem and trying all the combinations possible where it just doesn't give you a result because there's information missing. You're missing an X, you're missing an N, you're missing that key information, right? So and if you can see, in October you have I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a lightness to these cards, and there's a darkness to this card, to these cards here. And so maybe in October, you're not noticing how good it is what's happening to you. But when you compare it, or when you put it into contrast with November, you can look back at October and see how everything that presented itself to you was this gift of being able to see things more clearly next month, meaning in November. Okay? I feel like the younger woman. Hold on. Okay, I feel like the younger woman is a theme for November. I'm not sure why it's showing up that way. Let's see. So this could be somebody in your family, this could be a friend, this could be a stranger, an acquaintance, something. Somehow this younger woman figures. And when it says younger woman, it's just anybody that's younger than you. Whether that is a few months younger to a few years younger, right? The crown. Even when I want to fit this crown on the skull, it doesn't connect for me, at least for you for November. There could be a time when that does happen. So the crown says, honor and respect will come to you. Okay. So even if this could be, let's see, in what area is this in? Is this personal? Is it work? I feel like this is work. The honor and respect will come to you. It feels to me like it's in a work situation. And then the secrets, is it work or is it personal? The hidden secrets seem to be in your personal life, okay? The younger woman, let's see. So is the younger woman in the personal life or in the work life? It seems to be mixed. So either that means that she is part of your work and your personal life, or it could mean that some of you have to deal with her in your personal life, and some of you have to deal with her in your work life, and it just depends on who you are. I am kind of getting the sense that there's something off about this woman. And I'm not sure what that is, because I can only work with what I have here and my little bit of, and like the intuition that I'm getting. But from my feeling, there's something off about her. You'll have to let me know if I'm right about that. Okay, so let's see. What kind of oh yeah, the information about the secrets. Okay, let's see what's going on for December, and then let's see if there's any connections here. The Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. Wishbone, a wish is granted. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Nice. And then boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Okay. Honestly, Taurus, you have the best reading. Except for this little like blip that you have to solve. You really, so far you're having, well, no, like, okay, wait, not just that, like Leo has a good thing too, except for a little bit of meh, you know. So if you have your rising sign or moon sign in Leo, definitely check that out because that could give you more clues about these next 3 months. Or just check out the readings for your moon sign and your rising sign, so that you get a full story for these 3 months. Okay. So definitely, oh, hold on. I definitely see the boot with the wishbone, right? So increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals, and a wish is granted. Meaning, if you put in the work, your wish will be granted. Okay. And then the boat, I see it with the tower a little bit. I wish I could say that I see the boat with the wishbone. But that's not quite hitting. Definitely the boot with the wishbone. If you increase your efforts, your wish will be granted. Okay, so here is what I'm seeing with this tower, okay? Sorry, there's a lot of things coming in right now, so I just have to organize my thoughts and the information that's coming through. All right. So the first thing that I want to say about this tower is that when it comes to solving that math problem, that just problem in general that you have been dealing with, where there's information that has been kept from you, there's only so much that you can do with the information that you have. And I feel that now that you have the opportunity to find out what this information is, what this information that you've been missing is, you can begin to really solve that problem and to really build a solid foundation for yourself, which is going to require effort if you want it to be successful. It's like building a building, right? It takes strength and it takes effort, and like it's not just gonna build itself, right? This is what I'm saying. So yeah, I see the boat as the theme for December for you. So this money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Now this could be like straight up just what it says here, right? I am seeing the word, all of them actually. So for some of you, it is going to be an inheritance. For some of you, it is going to be about winning maybe the lottery or something. Or it could just be like you went to the casino and you won the jackpot, right? Or it could be a windfall, meaning that you're not expecting it at all and it happens. So that could also apply to the casino situation. But if you're not a gambler, then good for you. Yeah, I'm just saying like it depends on who you are whether it's an inheritance or it's a windfall or it's a winning of some sort. I've gotten this card before, and it is less about a physical win and more about an ancestral gift that is part of my inheritance on a spiritual level. So I will put that out there for you guys, just in case that applies to you. But being earth signs, I feel like this is more of a material thing for you. So, but who knows? I mean, you can have a combination of situations going on. Okay. So let me see if there are any connections from month to month, kind of like how the key and the skull and the tower seem to go together. I feel like this happiness does go with the wishbone, right? So again, I am kind of sensing this potentially for some of you, the inability to recognize happiness in October. And then just because you fail to recognize it doesn't mean that it's not there. It just means that you're either not looking for it, or you don't believe in it, or yeah, it's either one of those two. And then by December, it becomes more of a reality, more of a, because like, you know, with the happiness here, you have birds, and birds can represent air. And air could be more about ideas and communication. But when you're holding a wishbone, that's physical, that's tangent, that's material, you know. And I feel like that could be a progression that's happening here, where in October it is the idea of happiness, it is the thought of happiness that could be easier to push away or to kind of negate. But then when it becomes material, when you can touch it, when you can feel it, when that wish is granted and you hold it in your hands, it's it's harder to dismiss. You know what I'm saying? I feel like these goals for you are connected to work, because I kind of see it connected to the crown. No, I see it connected to the crown, which is the honor and respect to you will come to you, which is in the work space. And yeah, it is possible that with this honor and this respect, you then have a sense of wanting to achieve more, which leads to just having to put in more effort at work. And I feel like you're happy to do that, you know, because if it's things that you've wanted to go after and you're receiving the support to do it in November, then it just feels like you have that, you feel supported to go after your goals. So then it makes it enjoyable to put in the effort. Is there anything else? I kind of see the boat with the key as well, but it's not. I feel like the key is a lot bigger than the boat. Mm-hmm. So something about the successful outcome to your problems, whatever this information is, ends up helping you through December until you reach this windfall, this inheritance, or this winning episode. And that's all I have to say. Okay, so thank you for listening to my message, and I will see you for the next one. Okay, my name is Oracle Anie, and this has been your prediction reading, Taurus. Okay. Hi, Capricorn. Okay, so I am going to do the prediction reading for you. I have all the cards in this bag here, and I'm going to give them a good shake, a good mix. And then I'm going to pick 4 cards for each month, and I'm going to keep them face down and then read each month individually. I want to remind you right now that in order to get a fuller message with more details, to check out your moon sign reading and your rising sign reading, okay? Because there could be more clues and more information about these next 3 months for you when you put those 3 readings together, okay? All right, so let's see. Capricorn, October 2023. Okay, here we go. Capricorn, November 2023. Capricorn, November 2023. Capricorn, December 2023. Okay, I'm going to speed up the video now, but choose. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what you have for October 2023. The basket, recognition and reward for merit. Great. Dogs, getting together with friends. Okay, nice. The rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. That's awesome. Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. All right, Capricorn, you got a great October. Taurus has a great October as well. So if you're here from Taurus, like, here's more clues, you know? So recognition and reward for merit. Get it together. Okay. So I feel like the camel and the rainbow go together. The basket and the rainbow go together as well. Oh, the dogs. Everything goes with a rainbow. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. In October, okay, I feel like what's happening here is that you are going to get a boost from the universe in order to help you continue to have hope. Yeah, so to help you continue to have hope as you've been working on these problems, okay? So whether that is in the form of a reward for the good job that you have been doing, or that is in the form of your friends celebrating you, or enjoying good times with your friends, that could, all of this positive influence helps you know that, one, that what you're doing is working, that you're on the right path, and that just because things are hard doesn't mean that they're not worth it. I mean, you're a Capricorn, so you know that better than anyone, right? This can also be an indication that it's okay to take a day off, take an hour. Like, I'm trying to be like more strict about like not spending so much time at work, to kind of like connect with you. But yeah, so let's say like it's okay to take a day or an hour out of your week to relax, to enjoy the fruits of your labor, in order to recharge your batteries, so that you may continue to work towards your goals and overcome your problems. Okay? So let's see, November. You have Broom, new home and new attitude. Oh, okay. You have the Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. What was they saying? September. You have the Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. I feel like I just said this. um, okay. The Jug is what's standing out to me the most for November. So I'm going to say that this is a theme for you in November, which means, in November, if you're in the US, this is when we have Thanksgiving holidays. It's when a lot of people travel. And this is like it's like the beginning of of vacation time for the end of the year. Um, and I feel like this is indicating that you're more likely to take proper time off in November, because you feel like either you feel that your home is stable and settled. And I'll go a little bit deeper into this in a second. That you are on the right path, so it's okay to take a break. This idea of taking some time off you may have started thinking about it in September. You may have started to try to plan for it in September. Maybe you are going on a vacation with somebody that's born in September. So that could be a Virgo or a Libra. The other thing that I'm getting is that, like in that planning for this time off, it could be that in September, either somebody asked you, hey, what are you doing this holiday? Do you want to go on a trip? Even though there's nothing here about a trip, right? I'm just saying it as like a general theme for vacation. But you can spend time off however you want to spend time off. But basically, there is a connection between September and November, and I'm just giving you examples of what that might be. Okay, so with the Broom, new home, new attitude. Immediately what I got is there's the obvious that you may be moving into a new home, in November. If we take that a little deeper and we think of our bodies being the home for our soul, then this could be a call to feeling like it's time to get into a healthier routine with your body. And then lastly, if we go a little deeper than that, okay, there's an indication that cleaning your home can make it feel like it's a new home, right? Where you start decluttering, where you start cleaning things that maybe you've been putting off, whether that's mopping, cleaning the sinks, like this, like cleaning the baseboards. These are things that are easy to not do on a regular basis. And so we don't notice how these things are getting dirty until we clean it and we're like, oh, I've been living like this? That's terrible. you know? So take it as like which one of those three examples fit for you. But definitely there's a new attitude in the way you take care of your home, whether that home is your physical home or your physical body, okay? Hopefully you do get started in November and you don't put it off until January. When you get an inspiration to do something that's healthier for you, the sooner you start, the sooner you reap the rewards for it. So leaving it until January, you could do that. But if you could get started sooner, why not? Okay, and then I'll just repeat to you here the arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. This could be, I don't really see the arrow and the broom connected, though they could be. Like one thing feeds into the other. Not because they're actually connected, but because when you have a new attitude, then that kind of, in one aspect, then that new attitude expands and starts not intervening, not interfering, influencing the other aspects of your life. So let's see December. You have a tent, temporary situation. You have another month here, February. Okay. Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Okay, so that goes with the temporary situation. And the bread. Period of prosperity and abundance. This is exactly the stuff that you want for Christmas. Do you know what I mean? Like, you want to know that you end the year on a good note. And this is definitely that. This bread. Okay. So the caterpillar in February, I see it together because when it says a change is coming and we have February with the wind, to me, this is the wind of change. So, it goes like this. So whatever is going on for you in December that can be challenging or annoying or I don't know why I'm thinking of the word idiot or idiotic. Know that it is temporary, and also know that it seems like it's only going to last through February. So that's December, January, February, right? So by February or even March, this could change already. And you definitely want to keep in touch, because in December I will post the January, February, and March predictions. So that is something that I can take a note. And kind of just see how that's following up for you. Temporary situation. What is this temporary situation? Okay, so I'm not sure what this temporary situation is, but this is what I can tell you. I can tell you that you are protected during this situation. Even if it makes you feel a little unstable, right? Because living in a tent is not the most stable situation at all. And I know that for the earth signs, like, you want stability more than anything. So just remember that it's temporary, and that, like this card says, things will not always be this way. How the caterpillar says, it's not always going to be this way. Now I'm thinking about, like, you know how the caterpillar goes into the cocoon and turns into the butterfly. So even the caterpillar goes through a transformation. Even his or its life is temporary in all of its stages. No matter what stage it's in, it's temporary, meaning that it's always changing, and that it's not like it knows that things are changing. It just kind of like you just have to go with it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you just have to go with it. Meaning, no matter what stage you're in, that's the stage that you're in, and you just have to accept it and know that it's temporary and know that it's going to change. And ultimately, that's what makes us different from animals, is our ability to grow in self-awareness and consciousness in a way that animals and insects and rocks can only do by waiting, by just experiencing the elements. Whereas, like, we have a little bit more control about that. Meaning, whether we want to experience it or we're not, like, we are in control of how much we progress. Whereas, like, animals are not. They just kind of, they're not victims to their environment, but they are not in control of how much they get to evolve. That's me going, like, deep into my spirituality. So hopefully I didn't lose you. Okay, so let's see any connections from October, November, December. Yeah, as I was saying, this recognition, this reward, is an indication that you are on the right path. Yeah. And then I see February with this arrow as well. So there's a big sense of just having to trust and just going with the flow. And I'm not sure how easy that is or isn't for you, but one of the things that you want to keep in mind is that going with the flow is a feminine energy aspect. And so if you have heavy masculine energy, this doesn't mean that you're male. This just means like masculine is goal oriented, and I mean Capricorn is is more male dominant in general. Um, but you're more outgoing, you're more focused on your goals, you're more, and I'm just saying like male energy is, it can be a challenge to then bring that feminine energy into balance. But it seems to say to me here that there's an opportunity for you to work with that energy. And feminine energy is more intuitive, is more patient, is more gentle. And a little bit, what do I want to say? Or how do I want to say it, rather? Because I know what I want to say. I want to talk about how it's not that feminine energy doesn't go after their goals. Like, it does, right? It just goes about it in an indirect way. Whereas male energy goes after their goals in a very direct way, in a very logical way. Feminine energy goes after their goals based on the perfect timing, right? So they take action. Feminine energy generally takes action towards their goals based on the moon and what the planets are doing and intuition. And it's like, if the feeling is right, then I will do this move. If the feeling is not right, then I will do another. It's strategic in a different way, is what I'm saying. Okay. So, is there anything else? Yeah. If you have the opportunity to take some time off, and like I said, whether that is an hour a week or a longer vacation, this is saying allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself to relax a little bit as a reward for your hard work, which you will see. So it's not like, it doesn't seem like I'm not saying like you're not going to have a physical evidence of your reward. You will. And so, if I feel like I'm repeating myself and it's annoying me. But basically, just allow yourself to relax a little bit this end of the year, specifically October, November, because in December you're just gonna have to deal with this temporary situation. And I feel also that if you are able to take some time off October, November to recharge your batteries, that will definitely help you when it comes to having the mental strength to deal with whatever this temporary situation is, right? It could be very stressful. It could be very uncertain. It could be frustrating, I heard. So you do want to take advantage of the times when you can relax to kind of fill up your batteries and recharge. Okay? All right, Capricorn, so that's your reading. Thank you for listening to this message. My name is Oracle Anie. And remember to check out remember to check out your moon sign and your rising sign for the rest of the message for you, okay? Thank you. Hi, Virgo. This is Oracle Anie. I'm going to do your prediction message for October, November, and December. Right now I'm mixing the cards for you. And like I said in the intro, I'm going to pick 4 cards for each month, and then I'm going to read each month individually, and then when all the cards are facing up on the table, then I will see if there are any connections from month to month or any progressive story between October and December. Okay, so I'm going to pick cards. And the way that I'm picking cards is that I am kind of just like flipping through the cards here with my fingers, and I'm just waiting to see what my fingers magnetize to, so then I know that's the card that you need to see, or at least that I need to see in order to give you this message. I think it's on the other side. Oop. Okay, Virgo, so let's see what you have going on for October 2023. You have the Star, guaranteed success. Oh. Don't lose it. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Awesome, Virgo. Chain of events that will affect your life. Okay, this is a world event. Carriage, a journey either physical or mental. Okay. So let's see, what do I... Oh, interesting. So I actually see, I see the chain of events as this worldwide event. I mean, as I'm doing this right now, the war in the Middle East just restarted. So that's definitely an indication of this. But for you specifically, I see this chain with the star, meaning that a chain of events has happened for you in order for you to have this guaranteed success. Meaning that this success is beyond your control, okay? It is coming to you because these other things have happened that you have no control over, that you have no input over, right? It's this like butterfly effect, right? Like if this one thing hadn't happened, then the next thing wouldn't have happened, then the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and then until it becomes this guaranteed success for you. So whatever that is, do look out for this in October, okay? I kind of see, okay, so the star does seem to be the biggest symbol for October for you. And so right underneath the star, I mean, not just physically, but I do see the boat being highlighted by the light of the star. Okay, so what does that mean exactly? Well, it could mean that this inheritance, this winning, or this windfall is based on these chain of events happening. So again, you have no control over it. You have no input over it. All you can do is receive it. That's it. You know, it's that saying of what's for you, like you can't miss what's for you. That's what this is. So no matter what anybody else has done, no matter how many people have kind of tried to dissuade you or stand in your way, what's for you is not going to miss you. It's the energy is going to find its way through things for this success to be yours. And I can't, even though I don't see the boat and the carriage as connected events, I do see, again, I see the star kind of shining over everything. So I feel like because of the success, you are able to make this physical or mental journey. So a physical journey can be a vacation, it could be a move of residence, it could be just traveling for work, or if it's a mental journey, it could be a recognition, it could be a different attitude, it could be a recognition of how there must be something bigger than material reality, because whatever this is probably doesn't even have a logical, like it's logical when you look back on it, but if you had tried to think of how that logically was going to happen, you would have never come up with it. Meaning that God or spirit or something invisible had to have their hand on it for that to happen. So that is, like changing, like when it comes to a mental journey, like you used to believe one thing, but then after this, your belief changes or your mind opens up a little bit. The star could, I don't know why I got this, but I'll just say it anyway. The star could also be an indication that you get an astrology reading in October. And the astrology reading just says, like, you have to have more faith and you have to have more trust in the divine or something like that. And maybe that's an area that you do have to work in. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's see what's going on for November 2023. Mice. Discord among friends or family. Okay. Well, if that doesn't sound like the holidays, I don't know what does. I mean, the holidays with family or difficult family. So you have February. Okay. You have the pin, a new job or career. You have the Sun, happiness and well-being. Great. You know, I kind of love that the star is here and that the Sun is here. So, no matter what, positivity is in all of this, right? So don't forget to notice the silver lining, or just what's good. What's good, not just like the difficult things, not just the darkness, not just the discord, not just the difficult people, but like try to have like a balanced view, you know? So let's see. A new job or new career. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Ow. I do see the pin with February. So this could be that you find like a new job or a new career could be even within inside your company. If you are working for a big company, you could be moving to another department, you would be getting a promotion, or you could simply change your job and start something completely different. Okay. So this could be an indication of you finding out that you're going to start this new position in February. It could be that you find out that a position is going to open up and you'll be able to start it in February of next year. Of course, you have to go through the application and the interview process and all that stuff. This could also be referring to this past February, where you've been waiting for this, and now in November, you either have more information about it or you're able to start it, right? So I'm just giving you examples of how these two cards are connected. So I feel like things for you in in October and November are really working out and very positive and bright. And the one thing that I'm noticing here is that, these mice are kind of like huddled in this darkness, in these they hang out behind the walls, in sewers, and just like dark and damp places, underground, right? And so this could be indication that you either have certain friends or family members who want to start problems with you simply because either they're jealous or they, yeah, I feel like it's jealousy. I feel like it's jealousy of all this light that's shining on you, right? I'm trying to think if there are any other words other than jealousy here. Maybe you're not even involved. That's the other possibility, is that you're not even involved in this discord among these friends and these family members. But because you are connected to them on an emotional level, whether it's friend or family member, or it's a combination of the two, you just have to deal with being in the middle of that, right? And I feel like that's more for the majority of you, where it's just like you just have to witness the people that you care about like not caring about each other. So that could be, the kind of like frustrating and sad part of November, right? So like I said, if this doesn't sound like a holiday, I don't know what does, right? Like you could, if you're in the US and you go um to see your family for Thanksgiving and you're fine, like you're great. But then there are those two family members who can't stop bickering and fighting with each other, and so like now that becomes part of your experience is what that's what I'm feeling for most of the Virgos here that are watching. Okay, so let's see what's going on for December 2023. Oh, you have the tent, a temporary situation. So Capricorn had this too for December. So if you have your rising sign or your moon sign in Capricorn, then you probably just watched it. But if you didn't, you should go back to that. The door, opportunities are waiting for you. Great. You have the wall with a misunderstanding. And you have flowers, happiness. Okay. So I am seeing the flowers and the door together, meaning that in December, how do I want to say this? Hold on. Opportunities are waiting for you and happiness. Because here's the thing, the sense that I get out of this door is that the opportunity is there, but it is up to you to open the door, right? The door is not going to open for you. And that's kind of what I was saying about this new job and career. The example was that you still have to apply, you still have to interview, you still have to go through the whole process. So that's kind of like the effort. You still have to update your resume. You still have to do all those steps to get this opportunity. And that is what I mean by you still have to approach the door and open the door in order to get it. But then what's on the other side of that door is happiness, flowers. Sometimes we receive flowers because we're being recognized for either our beauty or something great, like an achievement, you know? With the bird here, I can also say that it's possible that somebody sends you flowers just like on its own in December, which would be just a pretty gift, you know? And the temporary situation, I do see it as a theme for December. It could be connected to a misunderstanding. So if something doesn't seem to be working out in December, just consider having a conversation about any misunderstandings and kind of going over the details of what was said, what the other person understood, what you understood the other person to say, and kind of just go over that information. Okay, let me see if there are any connections from month to month here. Well, like I said earlier, you have the star with the guaranteed success. You have the sun with happiness and well-being. The sun being a star, the biggest star in our universe, right? And then I do see the sun and the flowers going together, right? And the flowers stand for happiness. Hmm. What else? Oh, I said this in, it was either the Taurus reading or the Capricorn reading. Um, but when I've gotten this card, it doesn't always, at least in the way that I've gotten it hasn't necessarily been like a physical prize or a physical gift that I win. It is reconnecting, like on a more spiritual level, just in case. Um, it has been reconnecting to an ancestral gift that is part of my inheritance, right? So I do want to put that out there in case you're more spiritual, um, and that could apply to you. Any other connections? Anything else that I want to say for Virgo for the next 3 months they need to know? Oh, okay. So with the star, this guaranteed success, um, in October, like so you could get the success in October, and then in February you get more of it. Hmm. So I feel like you have support from spirit, from the universe, from God, from source, however you want to call it, to kind of like usher you into these new opportunities, this happiness, this positive way of thinking. And I think that's really beautiful, Virgo. So, okay, that's the only thing I have to say to you. I will remind you now that you can watch your rising sign and your moon sign to get a more complete message for the next 3 months. And my name is Oracle Anie, and thank you for listening to my message. I will see you for the next video. Bye.